Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, welcome back. You're watching CCW TV. Tonight we've got something special here from the archives. You're watching CCW's Into the Fire from 2018 here at Noble United in Copenhagen, Denmark. Tonight we are making CCW history in seeing in this four-way elimination match who will be crowned our heavyweight champion for the first time ever. Here with me tonight is Liu King Sharp. Liu King, tell me a little bit about these four wrestlers who are competing to be CCW's first ever heavyweight champion.
Aaron, as always, it's a pleasure to be here calling some CCW action, taking this one right out of the vaults and onto your screens. Tonight, we have four of CCW's mainstays, four CCW originals. It's the Copenhagen Hangman and Sebastian Day that we can see in the ring at the moment. And on the outside, we have Carlos Zamora and Pete Phoenix. Now, for anyone who is unfamiliar with any of these four CCW mainstays, the Copenhagen Hangman that you just seen chopping the life out of Sebastian Day is the owner and the founder of Copenhagen Championship Wrestling, a veteran of the Danish wrestling scene. But do not underestimate the man that he's in the ring with. This is the winner of the first ever Copenhagen Cup, Sebastian Day. He's been up and down the Danish scene, up and down the Scandinavian scene. He's even been out to Germany. He went on after this match to wrestle the likes of Angelico and hold his own. And of course, if you want to see that match, you can check it out right here on YouTube.
Absolutely right, Liu King. We're seeing two of some of the rising stars here in CCW. Obviously, Hangman is the founder of CCW. Huge motivation. The owner here, incredible stakes in this challenge to take this title belt home for himself up against Sebastian Day, an athlete, a wrestler whose motivation rivals Hangman's own. A man who was unable to deliver quite that same evil, but with that he makes up for it in athleticism, in drive. Seeing that, putting Hangman here on the shoulder lock into the middle of the ring, a strong start. Liu King on the outskirts of this ring, watching in, we've got Carlos Zamora and Pete Phoenix. Tell me a little bit about these two other contenders here for the CCW heavyweight title.
Well, the men on the outside looking to bide their time, that's Carlos Zamora and Pete Phoenix. The Carlos, he went on after this match to do a lot of travelling. He's been all over the globe, 7 countries. He's been to Scandinavia, Central Europe. He's even been as far as Asia to wrestle in the Philippines. Not only that, he holds a win at this point. He held a win over WWE superstar, NXT UK superstar, NXT star Zach Gibson. Now that must have given him a lot of confidence coming into the first ever CCW title match. The Pete Phoenix, though, he's no stranger to gold either. Of course, he went on to be one of the longest reigning DPW Tag Team Champions. He's young, he's rich, and he's no stranger to gold.
Absolutely, and we see the two of them, Zamora and Phoenix, here starting what looks to be an informal alliance at the start of this, and we've seen this often with something like a final four-way elimination match. When stakes are so high, we've got wrestlers who normally would have nothing to do with one another, athletes like this, forming these alliances temporarily to try and get an upper hand over those in the ring. And with something like the heavyweight title belt on the line, it's no mystery that Carlos Zamora and Pete Phoenix would form this alliance just here at the start of the match. But you gotta wonder, with something like this, where anything could happen in a match like this, and with the title belt on the line, how long an alliance like this might match.
Pete Phoenix and Carlos Zamora, they do have a connection with the Copenhagen's finest at this point. They were aligned, the three of them. There was Simash Fak in there as well. But I think that's all going to go out the window later on in this match. This is for the CCW title. Not only that, it's to be crowned the first ever CCW title champion, That is historic. That will be a historic moment here tonight in the CCW arena. And Hangman doing everything he can to secure himself that spot. Sending Sebastian Day off the ropes now, swinging a miss. Swinging a miss. Sebastian Day throwing caution to the wind with a huge dive to the outside. Carlos Zamora is out of it. Referee checking on these men. And Pete Phoenix taking advantage now. Huge crossbody dive off the ring apron. And it's not over yet.
Hangman setting up here for the huge drop off the second turnbuckle. Drops forearms onto the throats and shoulders of Sebastian Day, and Pete Phoenix brings both of them down to the ground here. Carlos Zamora remaining the only one here on the canvas tonight.
He was taken down early on in this madness, but he's found his feet now. He's at the top rope. And again, it doesn't stop. This is the kind of action you can only see in Copenhagen. You can only see it. It is grunge rock pro wrestling. It is Copenhagen Championship Wrestling. It is madness. And you are seeing that live here tonight on YouTube. This is why we pulled this one out of the vault. And this is why we're bringing it to you live on your screens tonight.
Zamora soaking up the adoration of the audience with that dive bomb off the turnbuckle, bringing out all three wrestlers in one go. The fans clearly going wild. Seeing here tonight the stakes here with 4 wrestlers competing, only one walking out of the ring with the heavyweight title belt on their waist for the first time in CCW history. Luke King, I tell you what, watching a match like this is like scrolling back, flipping through the pages of a scrapbook in CCW history, seeing where this promotion came from. And I'll tell you what, if we're talking CCW heritage, if we're exploring where this franchise came from, even an eagle-eye audience member will notice myself, Aaron Hathaway, in the audience, just a fresh-faced man on the scene here, never once stepped into the ring, seeing CCW, seeing this incredible action here, this dirty grunge action, this professional wrestling spectacle that brings fans here back to CCW.
It is no surprise that you were inspired by action like this. This has been a fantastic match. All 4 of these men doing everything that they can to secure their moment in history. And Hangman here, dishing out punishment. All 3 men taking it right to the groin there.
Dealing damage, step right up. Hangman handing it out like it's free, putting the punishment out like a goddamn handout. Everyone in the ring. Stunned, huge drop to the chin of Pete Phoenix, puts him out to the gut. And Zamora, all 3 of them. Seeing stars, all 3 of them. Hangman with a clear upper hand in this fight so far.
Just driving each of these men into the mat. We could very well be seeing Hangman crowned as the first CCW champion here. By the way, this is going 1, 2, and no. Carlos Zamora showing that fight that he's got within him, showing that resilience that is taking him all over Europe, all over the world. It's going to take more than that to put down a competitor like Carlos.
Absolutely, you might see someone, you might think a man of Hangman's age and stature with a young, fresh athlete like Carlos Zamora, you might think it's no contest, but looking at the way Hangman forces Carlos Zamora into the face lock, huge slam, absolute massive pressure to the back of Carlos Zamora, dealing out that damage right now, pressing him against the lowest rope of the ring. Hangman, a man of his age, showing he is still well able to dish out the punishment step for step with someone like Carlos Zamora.
I very rarely see Pete Phoenix and Sebastian Day working together. You were talking about temporary alliances. This is one that is not going to last long. These 2 have a lot of history together, but it seems all 3 men, all 3 of these younger rookies at this time, working together to take down the veterans in this match. Swanton bomb!
Huge bomb by Carlos Zamora. Incredible damage to the torso of Hangman here.
And a huge super kick to put him down.
Oh! Luke King, like you said, we see these alliances dissolving. It's a pig pile. I don't know who's pinning who here. Pete Phoenix delivering the sweet kick.
That was a triple pin there. Copenhagen Hangman is out of it. He's calling bullshit. But all 3 of those men would disagree, but Copenhagen Hangman's knocking out without a fight, throwing Sebastian Day to the mat now, throwing huge punches that we've been seeing all through this match. He's taking the ref down.
Jesus! Where is his restraint? Where are the man's morals? Taking it out on the referee, that's downright diabolical.
We can only apologise about this barbary. How was this allowed to happen? How was Copenhagen Hangman allowed to put his hands on an official, taking the chair out from under the ring here, and it's only going to continue?
Well, I tell you, Luke King, anyone who knows Hangman knows that when you don't give him his way, you are bound to the violence of a man of his disposition. Hangman, time and time again, has shown himself to be a ruthless competitor in the ring, someone with no disregard for the rules and professionalism of sports entertainment, of professional wrestling. And we're seeing that here when the belt is on the line. Hangman not taking no for an answer, delivering absolute punishment here with a weapon even outside the ring where it doesn't count, just to prove a point.
He's out of this match, but he has left his mark. Pete Phoenix pulling Sebastian Day back on his feet now, trying to get this match restarted. And I don't think Sebastian Day's going to have long left in it. Taking a lot of punishment. He's gone for the pin here. 1, 2, no! Sebastian Day still in it.
Still got gas in the tank just when you think he's out. We've got the young generation here. Carlos, again, like you said, a veteran of wrestling across 7 countries. All of these 3 wrestlers here, an international talent. Carlos again with a pin and a spring out from Sebastian Day. You might think he's down, but ladies and gentlemen, he is not out. Again, Sebastian, his tour of punishment not over. Whipped into the turnbuckle. Flying lariat by Carlos Zamora. Another one from Pete Phoenix. Zamora charging up. 3's the charm with a huge shoulder to the abdomen.
Rolling cutter! Excellent maneuver from Carlos Zamora there. Could be enough to put Sebastian Day down, but he just manages to get a hand onto the bottom rope there. It's a rope break, the ref's calling it correctly. Pete Phoenix trying to sort that out, dragging him into the middle of the ring, but it is not enough. Sebastian Day gets the shoulder up for 2.
And Luke King, you're a wrestler who's been one-on-one with Carlos Zamora and Pete Phoenix. You face them mano-a-mano. Now, someone like you can only imagine how punishing it must be to stand up to the aggressive attacks of both of them combined, almost defensive, dazed and stunned like Sebastian Day. Not at all a position anyone wants to be on, especially when the heavyweight belt is on the line.
I've been in the ring with all 4 of these men in this match, and I do not envy the position that either of them are in. Every single one of these men, they are giving 100% to this match. They are going to give it their all because they want to leave here as the first ever CCW champion. They want to have their moment in history, and they are going to be throwing out punishment like you have never seen them do before. These brand new maneuvers that we had seen for the first time in this match, like we're seeing now, like the rolling cutter, like the maneuvers that we're seeing now. That is because these men are giving it everything. Missing the super kick. Huge Hurricane Rana.
Endless boots to the abdomen. I'd hate to be whatever Zamora ate for lunch.
And a boot to the mush puts Pete Phoenix right back into his place. Huge lariat!
A big boot for dinner and a lariat for dessert, and Pete Phoenix is soundly asleep here at CCW's Into the Fire. Zamora not done yet, hoisting him like it's nothing.
These men were in their rookie years at this point and were putting on performances like this. It's no surprise that they have went on to become the main event picture of the CCW scene.
Absolutely not. We're seeing the starts of a pedigree here. We're seeing these reputations being built. Phoenix cast unceremoniously out of the ring. Zamora now out of the ring himself. Ring entirely empty, but the belt still on the line.
Clearing the crowd.
Terrible day to be a chair. Pushing the cameraman out of the way, you can see the referee doesn't know what to do with chaos like this.
Oh, and Pete Phoenix goes their way just in the nick of time, sending Carlos Zamora crashing into those chairs. It is absolute carnage here. Just as well the crowd was cleared before that.
What an absolute mess. You got to think about Zamora throwing in, barreling over those chairs, catching chair legs, the edge of those chair backs into the ribs, into the stomach. That is damage here, and at this point in a match like this, with so much on the line, this is punishment that Zamora can hardly afford to take.
Looks like we're going to see some dueling chairs here. Or dueling stools.
Neither Pete Phoenix or Sebastian Day wrestlers you expect to whip out the chair, so you know when both of them are coming in armed into the ring, something serious is at play. This is not your average action.
There can only be one winner here. Sebastian, both men have dropped the chairs. I've been in that position before, but you feel that metal rattling in your hands.
Feeling that impact all the way down into your shoulders, getting that shock through your system.
Huge knee to the face there. That's got to be enough. That could be a knockout. Sebastian Day's the one keeping Pete on his feet here, but not for long. 1, 2. No, Pete Phoenix getting the shoulder up just in the nick of time. What is it going to take to put this man down?
What's it going to take to put any of these wrestlers down?
A low blow might just do the job, Aaron.
Oh!
And if that doesn't, the super kick will.
Sebastian Day soundly asleep. We've got blood on his forehead here, putting his blood, sweat, and tears into it for what it takes to become CCW's first ever heavyweight title belt holder. Carlos Zamora nowhere to be found as Pete Phoenix climbs. Just kidding. Zamora here as Pete Phoenix halfway up onto the final turnbuckle.
Rekindle that friendship. Gonna work together here to put Sebastian Day away. But Carlos Zamora saying no. Crotching Pete Phoenix. And a slap in the face for good measure. Looks like we're setting up for a superplex here. Huge maneuver. Rolls right through. He's gonna follow up. He's gonna follow up. No! They've tried to go for the fisherman suplex. Pete Phoenix reversing it, rolling through in front of his own. It does not stop!
Suplex after suplex here in the ring at CCW's Into the Fire. Zamora and Phoenix with reversal after reversal, and Sebastian sees his chance with both wrestlers exhausted and damaged. Sebastian Day springs to light after ever the opportunist here onto the top turnbuckle for an incredible aerial maneuver and a splash for the both wrestlers. It's only a 2. All 3 of these men must keep on to see who will become CCW's first ever heavyweight title belt holder. Referee Stefan Strider there in the ring holding order as always.
Huge knee to the face.
Massive knee, the kneecap heard round the world. If you are Sebastian Day, that is something that is putting you out for weeks.
Huge forearms here. European uppercut. Knife edge, chop, and one right back.
Chop after chop, like we're at Benihana's here tonight at CCW. Both of them punishing the pectorals. Zamora with the combo shots. Pete Phoenix with the reversal catches Zamora here, staggering. Catches him off balance.
This could be enough to finish it. No, Carlos Zamora's down the back, swings a kick, and missing a slap, staggers him again. Huge spinning back fist. Shades of the great Chuck Liddell. Carlos Zamora showing that MMA background, but it was not enough to protect him from a huge super kick from Pete Phoenix. Both of these men are down.
It's a sympathetic mistake, of course, forgetting about the incredible reach and the velocity Pete Phoenix has on his kicks. So many wrestlers before Carlos Zamora have fallen victim to Pete Phoenix.
Sebastian Day's got plans, he's got the table.
What are they doing? Is he preparing dinner for the boys?
He's not preparing dinner. He's serving up CCW's signature grunge rock pro wrestling. That's what we're about to see right now. The crowd getting behind him because they are ready for the madness. Carlos Zamora trying to find his way to his feet, and Pete Phoenix is out of it. This is Sebastian Day's match to win here. He is going to make the difference here with this table. Pete Phoenix getting laid across it. This isn't good. Oh! Carlos Zamora turning the tables in this match as he's climbing to the top rope. Pete Phoenix still waiting for him. Huge splash through the table. That's got to hurt both men. Carlos Zamora could have broken his own ribs there. And Pete Phoenix is no doubt unconscious at this point. He's taking so much punishment. And that must have been enough to finish him. Carlos Zamora is reaching. He's got to get the pin. And the Copenhagen Hangman is back. He's got the steel chair.
What?
Where's Hangman coming from? Again.
Get the man out of here. He's been pinned. Whoa! Hangman breaking every rule in the book here with an all-out folding chair assault onto the referee, onto Carlos Zamora.
If he can't have that belt, no one can. And he's leaving with the same attitude that he came in with.
What a maneuver there by Hangman, not even there to take the belt, just there to share that hatred with the rest of CCW, just there to inflict pain. Seeing something like this, seeing the way that Hangman's handing out these chair slams, it's a wonder if any of these four wrestlers can remember how to read after the end of a fight like this. Type of hits to drop your IQ by 30 points. Hangman with a spit into the crowd and making his exit once again. Hook the leg. Bringing it down just to the final two here at CCW's Into the Fire. Only Sebastian Day and Pete Phoenix left as Carlos Zamora takes it. A pinfall performed by Sebastian Day after a brutal folding chair onslaught there by Hangman.
And it's down to Pete Phoenix and Sebastian Day. These two men are no stranger to standing across this ring from each other. And it's gloves off. These men stand head to head, not for the first time. Shoving, a swing and a miss.
And you know, Liu King, it's one thing to be facing off for that heavyweight belt there with 3 other opponents where you don't know who could be that champion.
Pete Phoenix throwing a tantrum here in the ring. Pete Phoenix shouting in Sebastian Day's face here. Driving out into the mat now. And Aaron, tell the people at home what the crowd are chanting here.
Right, Liu King, they're saying in Danish, "Du op bliver en helop spin." In English, that's "you are and you will always be a helop spin," referring, of course, Pete Phoenix's upbringing in the wealthy suburb of Hellerup. They hate Pete Phoenix for his wealth.
And that wealth done nothing as his face get driven into the canvas there. A huge DDT by Sebastian Day.
Forget it all, no amount of money in Pete Phoenix's bank account can buy you out of punishment like that.
Sebastian Day's gone to the top rope.
Trying to get it back, trying to get his senses.
Incredible!
Wow!
This could be it. 1, 2, 3, Sebastian Day! Sebastian Day is the first ever Copenhagen Championship Wrestling Champion. You have seen it here live on YouTube. This is why we wanted to show the people at home this match from the vault, because it has been fantastic. What a fight Sebastian Day has put in, what a contender he proved to be, and what a champion he went on to become. This has been fantastic. This has been Sebastian Day's moment in history. This has been a moment in history for not only Copenhagen Championship Wrestling, but for the entire Danish wrestling scene. This is only the beginning of what went on to be an incredible journey for Copenhagen Championship Wrestling. Now the premier promotion on the Danish wrestling scene, the premier promotion on the Scandinavian wrestling scene, and soon to be the premier promotion on the entire global front.
Absolutely right, Liu King. We're seeing the look of absolute disbelief, the relief, the shock, the joy here on Sebastian Day, holding in his hands for the first time ever the CCW Heavyweight Championship belt, looking at that look of defeat there on Pete Phoenix in the foreground, Sebastian in the background, facing off 4 of the top talents in CCW Copenhagen Championship Wrestling, facing off for this heavyweight championship belt for the first time. You can only imagine.
Pete Phoenix refusing the sign of respect from Sebastian Day there. Kicking the hand away, saying that he doesn't want none of that. He doesn't need his respect. But Sebastian Day doesn't need it back from Pete Phoenix, because he has the only thing that matters here in CCW, and that is the CCW Heavyweight title.
Sebastian Day with the Danish flag over one shoulder, the championship belt over another. He is the very picture of success, the very picture of motivation, of overcoming challenges here in Scandinavian sports entertainment, taking it all, founding a new era in CCW history. Here tonight for CCW TV, this has been Aaron Hathaway from the Vault. With me is Liu King Sharp. As always, Liu King, it's a pleasure. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me. This is Liu King Sharp signing off.